What is up, Lions fans? It's the Analyst and Den here today, and today I'm going to be doing a video on why Jared Goff is proving his doubters wrong. So let's get into it. Looking at his base stats, Jared Goff has a 57% completion percentage, 471 yards, 6 touchdowns, 1 interception, 102-point rating, and 1-1 record. So pretty good base stats over a 2-game stretch. And how good is this pace? Just to understand how good it is. So if this went to a full 17 games, based on his averages just from his 2 games, we have 4,003 yards, 50 touchdowns, and 100.2 rating. In his last 7-game pace, he has 17 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, averaging 229 yards, and averaging 65.95 completion percentage. And just for reference, if you only did the last 7 games, you put it into a 17-game season, you've given 3,903 yards, 41 touchdowns, and 7 interceptions in a full 17 games. And just how good is... So adding in just the 2 games that he's currently had, and you put in the last 7 games pace and average it out into a full season, what do you get? A 61% completion percentage, 3,915 yards, 42 touchdowns, 100 rating. And of course, you would get something around 7 interceptions again. So overall, Goff's pace has been pretty dang good lately, and it's pretty exciting to see this is what he's doing. So why isn't Goff getting the credit he's deserving with these kind of numbers? So a lot of people say, oh, it's Amon-Ra St. Brown, the O-line, etc., maybe the run game, and these are part of the reason that he deserves credit. The core he has not doing as great. The Detroit Lions are tied first in drops with 9. It's first in drop rate with 12.7. So I was unable to figure out how many yards you get with all these drops that are added in there, or maybe touchdowns. But thankfully, Jeremy Reisman of the Pride Detroit tweeted out what his completion percentage would be if the drops were there. He would get a 67.6% completion percentage. And that's a lot better than what it initially was. And of course, there's room for him to improve on some issues, but when receivers are dropping, it's hard for a quarterback to be absolutely perfect. So his completion percentage would go up, his yards would go up, and his touchdown numbers would go up. Go a lot better if drops stop happening. And then, of course, pass protection. You may think, oh, it was a great O-line. It was the worst ranked O-line in Week 1, according to Pro Football Focus and ESPN. They even combined it. Maybe like, okay, well, it was Week 1 versus a good Philly O-line. Well, then the next week, it's the second worst. Right there. This is not a good group to be in right now in pass protection. So Goff is having bad O-line. His receivers are dropping the ball. And he's not getting credit for good play. Of course, his weapons do deserve credit still. Everybody deserves credit. Amon-Ra St. Brown playing great. Reynolds had a couple nice catches. Swift is playing good. And the O-line has had good moments. But Goff deserves his own credit. He's made some great plays, such as his throw in Washington when he threw a touchdown to Amon-Ra St. Brown. The one that we got from this play right here. So he just deserves a lot more. And he's playing at this kind of a pace without these players. Jameson Williams, Frank Ragnow, Big V, Jonah Jackson. Like, those kind of guys. Even main defensive targets are gone. Not targets, sorry, defensive players. Romeo Cora, gone. Afitu, gone. Joshua Pascal, gone. Levi Onwuzurike, gone. Amani Oruwariwe, gone. Jared Jacobs, gone. And probably arguably his biggest strength, the O-line, injured. Frank Ragnow, injured. Jonah Jackson, injured. Big V, injured. Jameson Williams, who's going to be his number 1 outside target, his number 1 deep threat, injured. Jared Goff deserves a lot more credit because he's worked around injuries, he's worked around bad O-line play, and he's worked around drop plays. And the disrespect needs to stop. He isn't playing at a mediocre level, and he may not be playing at the level of Patrick Mahomes, Justin Herbert, etc., but he's still playing at a top 10, top 12 level right now. And I think he needs to start getting more respect from Lions fans at how well he's playing and to have more confidence in them and to start saying, okay, Jared Goff is showing that he's legit. Let's continue to see if he can continue this in a 17-game stretch. I truly do believe he can. We've got the last 7 weeks. He looked like he's really connected with Coach Ben Johnson. He has good chemistry with Amon St. Brown and Josh Reynolds. I think it'll only get better with him and Chark, and then once Jameson comes in, this guy could go crazy. And so I just think that there's a lot of reason to be excited for Jared Goff, and I'm very excited to see how he does versus Minnesota. I'm predicting a pretty good game. And yeah, one pride. See you guys later.